Okay, so that's exactly why you run OBS and Streamlabs. Now I'm on OBS. You don't have to worry about losing connection or whatever. I don't know why YouTube likes to do that or why that does that. But bear with me. It ain't going to cut anymore. Make sure you guys hit that like. Let's get this rolling again. So let me tell you what happens. YouTube has a stream like built into YouTube. And when you see me and Brutal trying to stream a lot through YouTube, you'll get that buffering, and it happens for like no reason. Like, my internet is amazing, and I'm pretty sure Brutal's is the same way because we care about, the streaming part. So when you're running with, YouTube's encoder, that's what they call it, it just cuts out or buffers or it does whatever the hell it wants. But the nice thing about OBS and Streamlabs being a software streaming encoder is it has a very good connection rate. So whatever. So you don't have to worry about it anymore. I don't think I'm going to stream anymore on YouTube. I gave it a couple shots. I had a nightmare of a time with it last Thursday. So let's just, my window's a little bit smaller. I'll fix that. I'll get a little bit better with OBS when it comes to you and Neomustangs. So we'll figure it. Anyways, there is a small delay in chat, probably 5 or so seconds. So I will read through chat and we will interact through there. Whereas, YouTube was like pretty much on point live with a couple second delay or whatever. But anyways, somebody hit me with let me go up through chat. Pimp, I have a strange surge that happens in my 92 LX when accelerating. Feels like a fuel spark irregular, causing lurching and the car wants to go faster. Huh. A surging while accelerating. So anyways, I started talking about this. It cut out when I was talking about we did these quarter windows. Cousin Paul did these quarter windows. Let me tell you what. This thing looked like shit when it came off. Look, it's pretty good now, huh? It's not terrible, is it? He did a good job. So what we did was we used that Flexol, and this thing was like literally a flap. So it's definitely not perfect. But we used that Flexol and got majority of it out. And what Cousin Paul did was sanded it as flat as he could because this thing was just pitted and rotted. And how you could get it really perfect if I would have sprayed that with like a clear coat, like you was painting a car, and then I would have sanded the clear coat flat, and then I would have hit it with SEM trim, and it came out amazing. These things would have came out perfect. So I'm giving up the secret there. Even shitty coupe windows can look good, pretty good. Oh, no cops are knocking on my door. Gotta go. What in the world? That's the second time you came into my stream and had to go because any laptop will really work, Rob. Might be picking up a Lincoln. That's cool. Third gear pulls like you feel it a lot. It will go, then pull back, then go, then pull back. Sounds like something's holding you back. It might be fuel. Your pump might be going. Anthony Wilson. I just bought an SCT eliminator chip. Was wondering if compatible with quarter horse software. That is correct. You have to load a tune onto it, but yes. It's just a binary file. Pimp. I almost was wondering if the cats are clogged or injectors are bad. Could be injector. Is it cutting out or just holding back? And it could be your pump going bad. Neil, what's spark plug gap on Hot Wheels? 23. T-Web, what up? GSF, supporting the turbo on my On 3, worried about the weight of the passenger header. Okay, so this is what happens. I made a bar. It's kind of cool because I can show you this shit in the shop. So I made a bar, and this fits, like, if you're looking at the engine, this fits on one of the bolts, because I run an alternator relocation, and then it fits right here at one of the headers for On 3, right? One of the bolts that go through the turbo or whatever. And this bar is basically so the head supports the turbo, and because there's so much PSI, and there's so much back pressure at that point in the On 3, which is I think is my major problem in the white car. But there's so much back pressure there that over time that metal gets brittle. So like, you know, you got to support that flange, because I think it just flexes and cracks because of the weight. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that, pimp. Make sure you guys hit that like. Come into my stream, hit that like. What equipment do you need to burn a chip? You need a chip burner. But, hey, man, this is easy to make. This is super easy to make. This is some shit. That's just a piece of metal that I drilled a hole, and I just welded some booger welds, and this is some rod I got from, like, Home Depot. I made this shit. Jody, I had a fuel filter that was clogged. Do you think that was dragging... you was dragging an 18-wheeler, change that. Yeah, I mean, fuel filter's another thing, man. That's a maintenance thing. Roger Carlin, what will cause a surging idle after cranking over and then it just dies? It starts, I'm not real familiar with the Terminator X and the issues with that yet. You know, if it was a factory one, I would probably have to say maybe something to do with your distributor or TFI. Suck it. Okay, the first stream cut out when you was answering about my rear main seal. Yeah, it was the crank sleeve that goes over the crank and the new seal, but still leaks badly. Damn. Did you check the oil pan? Are the oil pan bolts tight? Because sometimes when them back ones get a little loose, I mean, it would look like a rear main seal that's leaking, but it could be just the oil pan gasket. Like Brutal said, if you ain't rigging, you ain't riding. That's right. Jody, I did change the... Okay. Blue Collar Fox. Yeah. If you're running Terminator X... I'm just going through the chat, guys. So, a while back, after I swapped to a new short block and E-cam, I had a B-cam in previous engine. Is it good to advance a B-cam with a 410? Man, I would just go 0 up. I wouldn't be advancing nothing. The breather on the back of the intake also leaked down and looked like the rear main seal leak. That's correct. You got to be careful with that breather. Do you got the steel wool sleeve thing that's in your rear intake by your PCV? I'm heading to Boulevard, Ohio on 77 next Tuesday night. Wish I had more time to head up and chat with you. Okay. I've been through Boulevard a couple times. So, anyways, what else we got going on here? So, what do you guys think of did you guys get a chance to watch my video with me going through Cousin Fred's rear wing? Man, I've been wanting to do that video forever. It was perfect. It was perfect. That shit was nasty under there. I've seen it a lot worse, man. I've seen it so bad that it was just like mud caked all over it. It's crazy. It's bad. And that shit happens on GT wings too. So like it rots it out legit. And you don't even see any of that stuff. It's crazy. Do I have a stream link. Somebody was asking. Give me one moment, please. Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be not streaming on the encoder with YouTube anymore. I don't think that's smart. Let me check. Let me catch up. Let me catch up here. Hold on. Good question. I remember the video where there was a butt connector in the fuel pump line, making me think that the thing dropped the tank and checked the pump. Is the steel wool in the PCV in there already stock, or did you put that there? I think the GT40 ones don't have one, but the stock ones do. But there's a little metal lip that keeps the steel wool from dropping down in. And what that little steel wool thing does is it helps keep the oil in the valley. You know what I mean? So hang on. All right, sorry about that. Let me get back into this real quick. All right, had to do some tech shit. After working on, let me go back up. I remember the video, fuel injected. Good question. Okay, so after working on a customer car, it's nice to work on the old Foxball. There you go. Blue collar, pimp. I have seen the hose in the tank that connects the pump to the line have it cracked. That's correct. You got to check that too. Suck it. Back in the lower intake is bone dry. Valve cover is bone dry. I took it to the shop and they suggested pulling the crank out to the machine shop. I don't know about all that. Blue collar, that crossed my mind. So GSF, 347 stroker, 340, TKO 600, 60 pounds, on 375, 76, went, think 550 wheels possible? Absolutely. You should see Mustang dyno, you should see 550 wheel, 347. Now remember, like 410 and 373 gears, that stuff kind of robs you of your dyno number. Like the lower your gear, higher. How does that work? 273 is higher gear, right? So like the higher your gear, like 308s, 327, naturally produce a better dyno number. It's proven fact. And it's probably a video that I'll do one day, which would be really cool. I would just change gears. I'd put a 308 gear in, run the car on a dyno, and then turn around and put my 373s back in, run the car on a dyno, and watch there be a different dyno number. Justin, best rear gears for a mild street 302 on a 100-shot spray. If it's a stick, 373s. Actually, I'd probably run 373s and 355s with a stick on a 100-shot and 373s with an auto on a 100-shot. So, who can reburn an SCT chip close to here? I'm not sure. Mod Motor, what's up? Would that be the stock PCV stuff? Okay. What do you mean, Cody? GSF. I have 373 gears and FCAM. FCAM's a good cam. What's up, Dave Crow? Make sure you guys hit that likes. Yes, sir. Mike Sherrill, ordering some new parts for something to do in case another lockdown. That lockdown's inevitable. Here's kind of funny, and I'm not getting into politics, and I don't care about this. I don't want to talk about this virus stuff. But here's what I don't get. is they're like giving us like a date that, hey, if shame on you, if the cases don't go down, we're going to shut down. Because y'all know I work out a lot. You know, shame on you if the cases don't go down, we're going to lock down your gym and the gym, in the restaurants and everything else, in the bars and stuff. I'm like, that's not going to change. Like, this virus, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Let's not talk about it. What's up, Wasted Wages, Mercury Man? So I want to get a shout out to my membership. This is a new stream, so I'm going to do it again. The guys in green, I don't know which area it is, but I want to get a shout out to the guys in green. They're my membership club members. You know, they support me every month. It's a reoccurring membership thing. I'm getting close to 10K, so we're going to have a merch shelf soon. I'm going to be rocking that stuff up. We're going to still be live streaming through the winter, even though I'm not going to be able to hit the track. We're still going to be doing all kind of crazy shit. So if you're new to the stream, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that like and subscribe and hit that bell. So anyways, Clay, I am with you. It's all bullshit. If I put together Trenbolone, I'm expecting at least 75. How big of a cam can you run before having valve cover issues? With flat tops, with reliefs, and 202 valves. I'm thinking I could put a monster cam. I wouldn't go with monster cams. Monster cams, that ain't the answer no more. I think it's more a camshaft that's kind of custom fit for your ride. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of like the way to go. Best brakes for a 4-lug. Man, I run stock brakes on the black card, and it went mid-9s. So run a good rotor, run a nice set of factory newer calipers, a good set of pads, and make sure you got good brakes in the rear. If you got a good brake, you'll stop. Would that steel wool in the PCVs, okay, Cody, would that steel wool be in my stock PCV valve stock heads? It should be in your factory intake, yes. What's up, JPP? CMD, what's up? Camshaft for a 331. Custom ground. Call any of these Trick Flow. Call any of these places that make custom ground camshaft. Tell them what you want to do with the engine, how much power. It's not so much how much power, but the heads and the valve springs. They're professionals for a reason. Ed Curtis made a living on this. Ed Curtis, shout out to him. Dude knows his cams. I don't care what anybody says. And he'll tell you the same thing. You know, it's a camshaft for the engine. Wade Jacobson. I have a Dakota digital dash, and I have an add-on for fuel pressure that I need to tap into the fuel line. What's the best place to tie this sensor into, before or after the fuel pressure regulator? I would tap it in right there at that straighter. Couldn't you do it that way? I would go after the fuel pressure regulator. It could be, you get springs and match, of course. That's correct. Power stop for the win. There's a guy in the factory brakes running, that's it. Run good rotors and good pads, a good caliper in the front, not the factory 30-year-old stuff. There's some better matter of fact, you could upgrade if you have, so it's 4-lug. I think there is a cheat. I could be wrong, but you might have to switch over to an SN95 spindle to do it. But I think there's a Cadillac, like a junkyard Cadillac. Well, hell, I think that's 5-lug only. Jim Lawrence, you like any non-Mustang Fox body, or you like any non-Mustang Fox cars? Match cam, head, flow, fit, lift. Yep. To answer your question, no. But if there was another Fox body I'd be rocking, and I said it's in the live stream, it would be an 86 Mercury Capri Bubbleback. I love those cars. They're a half-year EFI. I drove in my buddy Vince's car years ago, and if anybody knew me that's in this stream, they would know who Vince was. Vince's little 86 Capri was amazing. I loved it. So, let me get back here. Capri for the win. What's up, Jackson Storm? What's up? So, had a long weekend. I was talking about it in the last stream. Some of you guys already seen it. You know, I coached pretty well this weekend. My kids played really well this weekend. But it's the end of the football season, so I'm going to have more time to live stream and make more videos and stuff. I got a video coming out tomorrow. It's just another boring T5 swap video, but it's part 3, so we can finalize this T5 swap video stuff going on. So it's got the Lord's Prayer on it, Jeb. Before every football game, I always huddle in with my kids, and we go on one knee and we do the Lord's Prayer. So, you know, it's just a thing we've been doing for years. JPP, my speed density is so old school. Cobra intake, E7, stock cam, 1.7s. Nah, man, that's a good setup. That's a simple setup. What age do you coach? 6th grade. V8 swapping, 88 turbo coupe could be fun. You know, I'm just not a Thunder chicken guy. I think turbo coupes were really cool, but I'm just not into the Thunderbirds. I'm not into the LTDs. I'm not into them, man. I just never really was. Andrew needs that T5 swap info. Andrew Hanlon? The late 70s Fox Fairmont's a badass. What's up, Donnie B? I know y'all don't hate on me, though. Don't hate on me that I don't like the Fairmonts and the Zephyr's and all that stuff. It's just not my thing. And I'm going to be honest with you. Because why would I lie about it? Capri's my thing. I just like a Capri, man. I don't know what it is. And that would be a really cool vlog to do in a Mustang channel because it's different. But I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, Brutal's Andrew. Now they know what they're doing. Andrew knows what he's doing with the T5 swap. But I went through T5 swap, man. I'll be honest with you. I went through T5 swap pretty much just one step at a time, man. That was a long video. You know what I mean? What's up, Brian? GT 101? How are the rear quarter glasses coming out? Oh, did you not see I just showed them. Here. This was the worst one. Yeah, you know what, Jackson? That was part 3. This is the coupe. Who was asking that? Mod motor came out a lot better, didn't it? Look at that. Still got a little bit of bumps in it, but man, these things were rotted to shit. I mean, they still got bumps in them, but look, it's got a thickness to it now, and it's not flapping and falling off. And this was the worst one of them all. Cousin Paul did a good job with the Flexol. And then we painted it with SEM trim because you got to protect the Flexol from the UV. Did you use a fuel filter on the pitting? Did you use a filler on the pitting? No, man. The Flexol will fill. You just have to layer the Flexol and you have to give it like 12 to 24 hours to like cure. You got to let it cure and you got to keep like a cake. You just got to keep layering it. And then you cut it. You know, if it gets excessive, you make sure you X-Acto, and like you could sand the Flexol because it's rubber, so you could sand it nice with a coarse, and then you spray it with SEM trim, 2 or 3, 4 coats, and it looked good. Now, if you really want to get sick with it, and you got a compressor and a gun, I was telling earlier, and I'll probably do this in another video. Is, you spray clear coat on it, come back the next day and you cut it, and then you spray it with black, because I don't like glossy, quarter windows. But you would use the urethane clear as like a filler. You see what I mean? And then you could cut it, make it straight, and then you paint it with SEM. Yeah, Flexol is like a rubber, and it's good. It's serious. Yeah, part 3 was the pedals. Part 3 sucks. It was the pedals. Make sure y'all hit that like coming to stream. Let me show you. I'll show you the two things I use. Y'all dig my flops? It's like this. Flex all, flex seal, whatever you want to call it. I think we use this too. And then after we layered it and let it cure for 2 or 3 or 4 layers in the sun, then we turned around, we cut it, and we put the SEM trim on it. Stuff you guys could do at home. I mean, this is like 20 bucks. It's some sandpaper, bro. So anyways, see, I told you guys OBS would be way better. I hate the fact that my little window is a little bit smaller though, so I got to figure out how to get that like to widen out or whatever. I mean, the quality on the YouTube encoder is a little bit better, and the live chat is more live than the 6-second delay, but at least I don't have to worry about my stream dropping or buffering. Because it sucks. I hate that when that happens. Because you get a nice crowd of people in, you know what I mean? And it's just like, you lose the stream, and it's just like you lose your crowd, you know what I mean? And I feel bad for Brutal. Brutal had the same problem I did last week. And we tried that live stream earlier, man, and it was rocking, and it just cuts out. I didn't do anything to the internet. What's up, Cousin Paul? It isn't interior pace, folks. Shout out to Cousin Paul here in my chat. I think am I pointing in the right direction? It's my dude. He's my brother. He's one of my best friends. Him and Cousin Fred. We're all together every day, pretty much. We all have the same love for fox bodies, so. How is the winters where you're at? Okay, Clay. So it's getting cold. Here's the nice thing is this weekend, I think I'm going to get one shot at it this weekend to get this nitrous fixed on Dad's car behind me. So we could do a good nitrous pass at the track. I'm pretty sure that nitrous is going to be pretty cool on that car. But it's getting cold. The nights are getting cold. Justin, did you ever make a new video on the charge pipe and nitrous on the blue car? Or did I miss that? So you're talking about putting the nitrous with the supercharger? We have not done that video. This weekend, we've been trying to get the video at the track. But this time of year around here, tracks are only open on Saturdays and only with good weather. We've been a little lucky the last couple Saturdays, but you guys know I've been coaching, so it's been a little bit hard for me to get out there. Cousin Paul and Mike, Mustang Mike, my good friend Mustang Mike, took Dad's car the other week, but we kept blowing a fuse. So we got to rectify that at the dyno, because we're going to go see how much the nitrous makes on the dyno. And then we're going to make a video of that, and then we're going to send it this weekend. We're going to send it and bring it. I am 30 minutes from Washington, D.C. Uh-oh. Justin, you have nitrous in the blower. So pumped. So we have to convert the nitrous to a wet shot if we're going to send it with 7 pounds of charger. Brian Knight GT 101. Is there a shaft play with the on-3 turbo? It's always shaft play. Ceramic ball bearings aren't supposed to have shaft play, but yes, the journal bearings have shaft play. Very, very minimal. JPP, thought we were dumping the nitrous in the... So we're going to put a jet in the EGR housing. And we want to wet shot that, but we also want to try that methanol. Remember we were going to mess with that to see if that worked? Pimp, saw some guys selling GT40 nitrous spacer plates for the round hole manifolds. Apparently they are rare. They are not common, and the smallest shot you can put on a GT40 plate kit is like 150. Because we're going to put the plate kit on Dad's car. Because I have that whole nitrous kit, of course. And we ran it on the black coupe. I don't know how long y'all been subscribed, but I used to run a black coupe for years. And Mustang Mike drove it with a C4, and we had a 200 shot of NOS on a stock bottom and aluminum heads on that very kit. Back in the 90s, I was running 175 shot on my GT with a 5-speed. Best time I had with a Fox body. I'm telling you, man. It's good time. I like nitrous. Don't get me wrong, but I'm still a turbo dude. Turbo all the way. What washer fluid needs high pressure, atomized? I think it's the kits run 2 PSI. What did the coupe run in the 200 shot? $1020s at 100 and... God, what was that? 130? And then we put a turbo on it and it ran a 10001 at 137. Stock bottom end. Donnie B, hey Neo. I can hook up with you with some Mr. Freeze meth kit if you want to try it out. Send it over. I'll push it on here until I break it. And then I'll just fix it and break it again. And then I'll just fix it and break it again. And then I'll just fix it and break it again. That's supposed to be funny. Having the meth run through the supercharger works quite well. I was going to run the meth, or I was going to run the methanol through the supercharger, but I decided to put it up with the EGR because we actually shot it through the supercharger, and maybe I just didn't have the right combination of, the right mixture. Does that make sense? Do you think it's okay to daily a Fox with everything that's going on? What do you mean? Fix it and break it again. Fix it, break it again. Fix it, break it again. Sleep, fix it, break it again. Some people don't like that. But I ain't scared. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. We've broken enough parts around here. We're starting to hang them up all over the walls. Cousin Paul knows what I'm talking about. Because he has to pull out the kitty litter. What type of question? Yeah. See? Stream is nice and stable. Got about another 15 minutes, and then we'll run the stream, and then I'll probably stream later on this week or Sunday or whatever. So what you guys want to talk about? I got a video tomorrow. T5 swap part 3. Putting the pedals in that suck. O2, there's a lot of information in that. And, if you guys are interested in checking it out, I'm telling you, there's a lot of information in that. Part 1, part 2 is pretty cool, but 3 kind of finalizes it all. And it's kind of the hard part with the pedals. I don't show you, like, right up in its grill. I'll show you how to do the pedals. But, I want to post these videos on the net. Listen, it sucks because I put a lot of time into the fuel pump video and the T5 swap videos because there's so much information, but it's boring as hell to watch. And I want to make burn out videos, and I want to make 700 horsepower reaction videos of people in my car, but Cousin Paul won't ride with me. But, I want to do really cool shit that gets a lot of videos too, but I think it's really important to kind of teach people on my YouTube, and that's kind of where my channel came from, is once the information is up on the internet, like, people can reference it, you know what I mean? And I think that's where you kind of get credibility at. And that's important to me because Fox bodies are my job, I am not up on the money. I don't have a... Okay. Are you going to put nitrous spray, valve body, throttle body as a safeguard? Dan, got any cars for sale? I don't. I can get Project Hot Wheels if you want to buy it. You think Ford will redo a retro version of Fox body? Nope. Can you build a T5 to hold some power? I built Project Hot Wheels and Dad's car. It's held some power. Fix it, break it again. That's correct. I miss the days when Fox bodies were everywhere. They still are everywhere. No, Cousin Paul, I would not ride with you because, no. Crazy ass. Blue Collar Fox 91. That would be sick if it remade it. You know what? It would be sick if they remade the Fox, but it would never happen because Ford wouldn't make $7 trillion on it because it's such a niche community. I honestly think that would be one of their best creations, but they're not going to listen to reason. Sure, just let me know how I can get in touch with you. Hey, hit me up on Instagram, Donnie B. I think my info, if you go to my info and my About Me and my YouTube, I think my email's there too. And then I'll just give you my phone number then. JPP, how videos are absolutely where it's at. How-to videos are like I did the video with the 351 versus the 302 differences. That thing got like 10K views. I did the video with T5 swap, part 1, part 2. It's got like 1,000 views each in like 3 months. I thought my fuel pump video was going to blow up. Nah, it doesn't make any sense. That's like one of the best, cheapest mods you can do is converting your hanger over to the 340 pump and wiring it. That's like the best mod you can do because you feed your motor, especially when you start modding it. You know what I mean? Hit that like, boys. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. What's up, Emerald Notch? Safely and safe regulations never Fox the same. That's right. Cody, never heard of the chat. Okay. In 40 more years, the Fox will return. Man, the Fox needs to return now. They brought the Bronco back. I think the Bronco looks amazing. I think Ford, I think they would be shunned if they didn't do the Fox body right. You know what I'm talking about. You come out with a Fox body and it's terrible. They're going to lose credibility. Does that make sense? I think they're afraid of that too. I mean, think about it. It only makes sense. That's correct, Blue Collar. I mean, if you could come out with the 351 and retro that, and it's be push rod again, why can't you come out with a 302 version of that? Does that make sense? And why can't you come out with a limited version like the Humvee, the Hummer, the EV Hummer? That truck looks amazing. So why couldn't you come out with the Fox body? It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why Brutal hasn't done that. Like, I get it. You have to drop the tank, and that's a pain in the butt. But he'll probably do it when he does the lift. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Ain't nobody likes taking a Fox body tank out while it's on the ground. And that sucks. JPP, I'm going to check out I'll be around as... I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And that's what's good about our community. Like, our community ain't big like video games. But... hey, I appreciate you, Wasted Wages, for becoming a member of my club and supporting me supporting my channel. I appreciate you. So, anyways, what Wasted Wages just did, and this is kind of where YouTube is going, to be honest with you, is he just joined my membership. And I think that's pretty cool. Here's a link to it. But I think this is where YouTube is going. I just got off path of what I was just talking about too. Anyways. I think we were talking about the Fox body remake, right? I think that they're afraid of, I think they would screw it up. I think they would screw it up. It would have to literally be, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, if they came out with the new Fox body and they didn't put that 0304 chin spoiler on that front bumper, they would be wasting their time. Have you guys seen that? Photoshopped or not? Tell me that ain't the shit. Let me see if I can bring that up on Google, and I'll just show you on my phone. God bless it. I don't have any. Need bodywork done to 9.3. Okay. Roy Gustafson, what's up, man? I needed those videos you just mentioned. I'm in the middle of a rebuild. Which videos? I had an 04 Cobra that was fast, but I felt safer in a Fox body. So, like, if you guys haven't had a chance, let me Google it. I'll link it. It's got to look like this. Oh, shoot. Let me grab the camera. Oh, never mind. Last time I did that, shit cut out. I ain't doing it. Go look up Fox bodies with 0304 Cobra front bumpers. Go look it up. And man, I'll tell you, 0304 Cobra, like the chin spoiler, still LX, still GT, you know? Driving a Fox body feels like part of the car. That's right. Listen, when you get in a Fox body and you start that car up, does it start you up? Knowing Ford, it would probably come back as a crossover. I'm going to be honest with you. If they came out with a Fox body again and it wasn't the pushrod 351, they're doing themselves discredit. Right out the jump, you got it right there. 351, Fox, the new 6.8, Fox body platform, 0304, big brakes in the front, rear disc. Give me a coupe version. Give me a hatchback version. Come on. Come on. It's not that hard. You could sell that thing for so much money, it's not even forgetting. What's up, Smurf TT? Just got off work. That's cousin Paul's wife, Sandy. Clay, in my town, most everyone buys new cars. I can't wait to get my fix. Listen, more power. They'd have to weigh 32 or 3,400. That's why I don't think they would do it. Because they would just be afraid that they would mess that up. I mean, look what they did to the poor 94, 95s. No pun. Everyone always says the sound of my car will tell. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. If you get in your Fox body and you start it up, and it doesn't start you up, Robert, you're doing something wrong. Flow Masters and gas. Antonio Martinez, there was a place in Chesterfield. Okay. Trunkback Jim, I've always heard, do you fire it up? Does it fire you up? That's right. Arterial 58. The 200 horsepower in my Fox body Mustang feels like a 2017 with 400. That's right. Oh, I would definitely buy one, Roy Gustafson. I would definitely buy one. I'd be selling some stuff. I drive my Fox body to work instead of my company car. Hey, because people pay attention when you drive by with some Flowmasters. More power. They could do it. If the Corvette can stay in the low 3,000s, you could make half of the Fox body fiberglass at this point. You just reach out with, fiberglass trunk, hood, doors. The whole car could be made of fiberglass. Nobody would even give a shit. And I'll tell you what, all jokes aside, that 6.8 NA rear wheel would be 500 ish. The car would be amazing. That would break rules. GT spoiler on an LX, thoughts? I actually like it. It's not that bad. But remember, LX rear hatch wing has all the extra holes in it for the spoiler. If you like that, do you like Celine wings? Because I'm going to be honest with you, Nathan. The Steeda wing's pretty dope too, and it looks like an LX wing that somebody stretched out. Go check it out. Roger Cornel, what mufflers would you run if you have a turboed Mustang with exhaust going out the back? If I had to run mufflers, probably MagnaFlow, the straight throughs. Emerald Notch, I've gone out the garage in the night and just sat in the Fox. Were you drunk, bro? I've done that. Just don't turn it on and drive if you've been drinking, bro. I made that mistake in my life. I know you have no baffles or looking for something on it. Okay, so would you allow 4-valve head on a Windsor like an old Dominant? I don't know. I ran straight throughs. Listen, straight throughs on a 3-inch pipe, they sound good. Like I run a straight pipe with it's a 4-inch aluminum on the new turbo kit. And I think it sounds pretty good. Loud pipe saves lives. You're right. Hey, if you guys just joined in the channel, make sure you hit that like. If you're in the chat, should always hit a like if you're in somebody's stream, because live streams are different than videos, and they're not really meant to be like blasted out there and like the other videos do. Videos actually get rated. Live streams really don't get rated. It's kind of like the only time it gets rated is when you're like on, and then some people go through and watch the replay, and then it's just whatever. So the reason for live streaming is more just like interactive TV. So you actually get to know the guy that you're supporting in your channels or whatever. So this is where YouTube is going. And I think this is why, I talked to Brutal pretty extensively about this. And I think Foxcast is trying to do a little bit of streaming too. And I know Gearhead 704 has done it and Demon Fox has done it. So when you guys get a chance to check out their streams, man, it's really cool. It's like interactive TV. You know what I mean? My favorite look was the Celine wing in my first 80. I love this. I'm a Celine wing guy, dude. I'm a Celine wing guy. End of story. I talk to both my Fox bodies every I know you do, because Cousin Paul comes in and tells me. She's crazy. Robert Kretz, let's all go outside and fire him up and wake up the whole camp. Okay. In flip-flops. Yes, sir. I had to let it warm up anyways. Got a little belt squeak, but it is what it is. If I don't get some likes for that one, I'll be mad. I'm gonna pass out in like 10 minutes. You know what? I better crack the garage door. Zero fucks given. No. Bar of soap on the belt. That's interesting. Never thought of that. How much would I need to cut the bumper on an on-3 intercooler? You could actually get that to fit, but you do have to clearance the corner on an LX. So. Cool. I should start every stream like that. If I did the right now, the neighbors, they would be you'd be arrested. Ah, fuck the neighbors. Anyways. I should do a burnout. No, I'm not going to do it. I should really do it. I'll get out of here with the balls. I'll do a burnout for y'all. One day on stream right here. Put a little VHT down and just send it. I'll smoke the shit out of it. Problem is then I won't be able to stream because there'll be so much smoke everywhere. That would be funny as hell. Cause of Paul be here scrubbing up all the rubber. He's like, what are you doing, man? My mom and dad rent from me. They just have to live with it. My dad would cheer me on anyways. How many of you guys have been pulled over just have a cop at least twice a year? TM, at least twice a year. I'm going to try that chalk thing, Red Man. Yeah, you know what? That's not a bad idea, CMD. Do a burnout right here in the shop on live stream when I hit 10K. Problem is there'll be like 3 feet of snow outside. So if I send it outside, maybe I could burn a path like some 1988, like Back to the Future, so I wouldn't get stuck. You know, the tires would be so damn hot. So, anyways. All right, so I'm getting towards the end of the stream. If you guys are interested, Wages just did one. There's my membership. Here's my Teespring. I want to give a shout out to my channels, to my friends that are here on YouTube. If you haven't had a chance to check out Brutal, Justin91LX, Donnie B, Foxcast Media, of course, Demon Fox, Gearhead 704, Blue Oval Media. I've been watching his stuff with the baddest Fox body stuff. That's a pretty cool channel. I don't know what was going on between him and Brutal, but there was some, I don't know, there was something about some streams and whatever, some videos or whatever, but I want you guys to go check those guys out. I want you to check out the videos, you know, the other Fox channel videos. I do appreciate all my club members that are in the green. I appreciate you guys for being part of something and making my, you know, making my dream a little bit further, you know, with the live stream and the video. I got a video coming out tomorrow. Make sure you guys hit that like. Make sure you guys comment so I can get some visualization on it. It's part 3 of that boring ass T5 swap that me and Cousin Paul did. You know, I do appreciate everybody that's been part of this. I am going to be, I'm sorry, Fat Boy Fox, but I'm going to be streaming this weekend again, if not before then. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And what else was I going to say? I'm going to probably stay in OBS, so you don't have to worry about my streams cutting out anymore. I'm going to fix the window. If you notice the little black side things on the window, I'll figure it out. It's a setting. The quality's not perfect, and there's a little bit of a video lag, but it is what it is. Anyways, I'm going to be ending the stream there now. I want to finish with a shout out to Cousin Paul, Cousin Fred, and Sandy. They're like my family. They're my best friends. They help me make what Neomustangs is. So I appreciate everybody. Make sure you hit that like on the way out. Comment. If you're just now joining us, I'm sorry. But I'll give a little more heads up next time I live stream. But I appreciate y'all. Have a good night. Keep it straight. Man, is it smoky in here.